Morning, Tutti. Welcome to my kitchen. As promised in last night's video, I'm going to take some of these Arancia Rosas, some Arancia Rossi, and try this juicer out. I've never actually used a automatic juicer. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, these are fresh Sicilian oranges. And, you can see, unlike unlike the blood oranges or whatever they're called, they're not super red. They have red in them, but which I'm assuming is normal, as opposed to someone, selling a tourist a slightly red orange. But it's the taste. It's the taste that's different, right? And I can smell it. It's a fresh, tasty orange, let me tell you. So let's try this out. So yeah, that, ooh, boy. Fun. I don't know how wasteful that is. So it collects in this thing here. As expected, there's not like a lot. You don't get like a lot of juice, or as much juice as you think. So I'm gonna try 4 oranges and see if I can fill that. Wow. Okay, yeah, you see, it cleans it out really good. I'm going to take this off. Hopefully I'm not going to make a mess. We'll see. Lots in here. Oh yeah, I got lots. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a mess. Look at that. I was actually a little surprised. I like pulp. And this filtered out a lot of it. Oops. More mess. But there's still significantly a lot in here, so just considering dumping that in here. Let's try it. Oh, that is good stuff. It's nice and tart. I like that. I really like that. That's good. I have to buy some more. Good stuff. They do not have fresh citrus where I live. Here, I could pull it off the trees, but they made a really big deal that the red oranges are in Arancia Rossi, and I can see why. Absolutely. Yeah, I like that. That's good. It's very exciting. I should have been doing this the whole time. Anyway, cheers. It's for breakfast. And pistachio spread and Buongiorno tutti. Welcome back to Palermo. Another lovely evening. Great temperature. I think it's like 17 degrees with a little bit of a chill in the air. I know, it makes it feel more like 15. So yeah, a little chilly. Not what I'm used to. But I can't complain with beauty sites like that. Stuff to wander around in. Yeah, it's been great. everything's great. In fact, I was thinking today about promises, right? Like promises I made for myself, and the difference between good promises and bad promises, right? Like good promises don't put pressure on you, or put just enough pressure on you to do something, as opposed to making you feel like you have to do them, and that they're too much work, and puts pressure on you. That's a bad promise. And I remember coming up with what I thought were a bunch of really good promises, like trying to take my time, trying not to do everything, getting my work done. That was a big promise, because of course this is the great experiment in remote work, and I'd love to be able to do this again, and can't justify it if I don't get my work done. And so far so good. I was late one day because of what I called cathedral traffic, because when I went up on the roof, I didn't realize like there were windows of opportunities to go up and down, right? So I had to wait like 15 minutes to go up, and then I was up there and I was like, oh, okay, well I guess I gotta go back. They're like, no, you gotta wait, because again, those narrow stairs, right? So it's going up time or it's going down time, those types of things, right? So yeah, so that was one time that things didn't quite work out, but I made up for it. And yeah, other promises were, trying to integrate myself. Like I've been trying to learn Italian as best I can. I was using like Duolingo and that kind of thing, and that worked out. I'm understanding a lot more than I would have otherwise without the lessons. I'm still not very fluent. I think a nice promise that I could make myself in the future is to maybe like start acting on it, like forcing myself to use it a little bit more. Other promises were I was going to cook, right? And I was looking at my bank stuff today, and I was realizing like I'm doing really, really well. Like, not in the sense that I have a lot of money or anything, but like what I mean is like I'm not, like when you're on vacation, you just spend, right? And I haven't done that, just the essentials and stuff. And so cooking was a major part of that, right? So not to waste a bunch of money going to restaurants all the time, trying to, find the best places and, 5-star meals every night and everything. So pretty proud of that. And yeah, I have been cooking. I think I've gone out where I have not cooked maybe like 3 or 4 days. That's pretty much it, A promise I did make to myself though was I was going to try to eat local, try to eat like a Sicilian, which that I think I've done, but I haven't really tried much variety. So that's something that I definitely need to work on. Because even when I went out to eat, I think 3 of the 4 times were pizza, and from the same place, because I really liked it. So, what are you gonna do, right? Like, I think the practice of making these promises and being, kind to yourself about them, both making them and, not quite fulfilling them, both cases. I think that helps with helps focusing things. It helps you remind you about them, forces you to reflect on them. The big promise I made, of course, was to do these videos 1 a day, and I don't, it's one of those things. Like every night, I'm sitting there asking myself, "Well, do I need to do one today?" Yeah, doing these videos. It is a chance to reflect, not because, like these videos are very off the cuff and everything, and it might not appear like it, but I do think about them beforehand because I have to do them, or I've promised myself to do them. I do think about what I want to talk about and what I want to reflect on, which is kind of interesting. Like, it's like proactive reflecting. Like, how's this day gonna go? What am I doing, right? And so yeah, I'm pretty proud of the fact that, you know, I've done a video every day, just like I promised. And there's something about that too, you know, like in absolutes, right? I've done it every day. I can say I've done it every day. The second that's not true, it's not every day. It's most days, and it's great. It's not every day, right? And maybe that's a bad promise. Maybe that's putting too much pressure on myself. But I also promised myself that if it was too much work, I wasn't going to do it. Because with the photos and everything, you know, I should be concentrating on experience things as opposed to recording them. And I think that's the key, is taking a photograph focuses your attention, right? And if you're doing it to capture the moment and really appreciate what you're looking at it, you're doing photography good. If you're doing it and you're just recording stuff, especially if you're like, well, I'll look at them later, you're doing photography wrong. I know that sounds a little judgy, but it's true. Because you're supposed to experience stuff, and you're supposed to, I mean, that's life is about experiences, in the sense that life is memories, right? That's what your brain is filled with. It's what you reminisce on. It's what you talk about, you know. So yeah, I want to try to fill them with nice memories and abstract ones, like, you know, a nice chilly night that's 17, but it feels like 14, and you're just walking down an alley, talking to yourself into your phone like a weirdo. And I'm sure 20 years from now, I'm going to be sitting in the chair just staring off into nothing and going, oh yeah, remember that. Anyway, with that, talk to the nun here. And I will say, I hope that everyone watching this is doing very well. I'm certainly doing well here in Palermo, having a great time. About to go get myself some bread so I can cook dinner, have a nice evening at home. With that, a domani, arrivederci, ciao.